Right, 23 April 2025, and today I'm very excited to be giving you an update on day 2 of the Zimbabwe shutdown, which has been addressed last night by Mnangagwa and which is continuing today. So today is a very important day because we're going to see the reaction of Zimbabweans to the call by Mnangagwa for a continuation of the shutdown. So it is clear that Zimbabweans want change. And the question is, how much do Zimbabweans want that change? How much do Zimbabweans want jobs, better salaries, a better country, and an end to corruption? So today I'll be with you the whole day, and I'm going to be bringing you a surprise. There's something happening today that we are going to be following very closely, and I'll let you guys know. And I'd like to thank you for your support. This month, Gambakwe Media has had the biggest views. There is no channel in our country which has got 6 million views like Gambakwe this month. Some channels, ever since they were started, don't even have 6 million views. We've had those views this month and on news. So I'd like to thank all of you for your support. Now let's go into what is going to happen today. So this morning, Mnangagwa is going to be addressing the nation. So you're going to see Mnangagwa at 10:30 today at State House. He's going to be addressing Zimbabweans for the first time since the beginning of Zim shutdown, which was announced over the weekend by Mnangagwa. So Mnangagwa, we don't know what he looks like right now. Something has happened to Mnangagwa over the weekend. He fell sick, according to my sources. And as you know, he has been under the protection of over 500 Zimbabwe soldiers and also about 500 private security. He failed to attend Mbungo, where he was supposed to address 100,000 members of the Church of Zion Christian Church of Mbungo at one of the dirtiest places on earth. I hate Mbungo. Mudara Mtendi, Kadzirai Mbungo, Yakashiba, Inosemesa. So that is where Mnangagwa was supposed to address, but he didn't go there. So let's see what Mnangagwa is going to say today. He's going to be meeting a company from Russia, and this company is called Alrosa. Alrosa is a company that was in a partnership with the Zimbabwe Consolidated Diamond Company. So that is the meeting that is going to take place today with Mnangagwa at 10:30 a.m. at State House. So we expect an address by Mnangagwa at that particular point, a first address by Mnangagwa as he meets a delegation from this company. Let's see what kind of state of mind is Mnangagwa in and what he's going to say. Remember, this shutdown is going to turn military very soon. According to Mnangagwa, there's going to be a military aspect to this shutdown, which is the deployment of friendly forces and the carrying out of tactical and strategic operations. I am looking forward to see what is going to happen, but I can assure you, this won't end without Mnangagwa leaving. If Mnangagwa fails to leave in this particular shutdown, you will never remove this man again. So this is very important. It's a critical moment and a test for Zimbabweans, but also a big test for Mnangagwa. How much support does he have? How strong are the war veterans? And how much do Zimbabweans need the change? If you see this ending and Mnangagwa is still in office, we are in a lot of trouble, because that means corruption at the scale at which it's happening is not going to move Zimbabweans. It means the depth at which Zimbabweans have fallen, the economic crisis is not managing to push Zimbabweans to fight against Mnangagwa. You have seen many people in the public space questioning and doubting themselves and saying a lot of things, trying to justify why Mnangagwa should be in office. And Mnangagwa, he's not doubting. You can see he's clear. Mnangagwa must go, and that is what should happen. However, many people in the public space, I feel very disappointed by some senior journalists who keep questioning, who is Gesa? Who is he working with? Where did he come from? All that is garbage. Who is Mnangagwa, who has brought our country to its knees? That is the question you should be asking. And I expect 100% commitment and support from Mdara Geza. So when I see anyone saying, oh, the stairway is failing, oh, the stairway, why didn't he organize it on a Tuesday? Why didn't he organize it on a Monday? To me, that is garbage. I don't listen to garbage. Let's all support Mdara Geza 100%. And I've got no doubt about it. I'm going to be behind Mdara Geza until the very end. Even if I'm the last person, if I'm the only person left supporting Mdara Geza, I'll be doing it. And you know, guys, I've got quite a huge following in Zimbabwe. And the reason is I do not have doubts about what I believe in. And this is one of those things that I believe in. That Mdara Geza is in the right path, is on the correct path. Let's support him. And let's watch Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa has got no way of defending himself. He's got no defense for the corruption, for the billions and billions stolen, and for 12 tons of gold stolen at the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe. Pathetic. Mnangagwa's government is pathetic. Mnangagwa, aka broker. Everything, Shaka broker. Zimbabwe, yaka broker under Mnangagwa. So today, we expect everyone to stay at home. Please stay at home. Do not go to office. Do not open your shop and try to work remotely. Please, every big company, that is what we're asking you to do, to work remotely and do not go into the CBD, especially Harare in Bulawayo. We don't want anyone inside the city. Right, and that includes government workers. If you're a government employee, Mdara Geza is going to pay you $1,500. That is the promise. $1,500 a month, minimum salary. You'll be able to buy a car within 3 months. You'll be able to fix your home and be able to retire comfortably. So that is amazing. Mdara Geza, the man of the moment. Plus Mdara Wedu, Mdara Chiwenga. This man is the man. Last night, I talked about Chiwenga. Guys, within an hour, just go check out the video I did on Chiwenga last night. When I said Chiwenga and Chamisa, that video hit like 20,000 views, like in a moment. These guys are amazing. Let's hope that something comes out between Chiwenga and Chamisa. What people want this. They want that coalition between Chiwenga and Chamisa to come through. Right, so we're going to see Mnangagwa at 10:30, and I'll be able to bring this to you. If they broadcast it, I'll be able to bring it to you. I don't think the other media will be allowed. So maybe they will allow private media, public media. So whenever they bring it, we're going to publish for you when Mnangagwa speaks at 10:30 this morning. Let's see what he says about the shutdown. Mnangagwa is going to be brought to his knees. If he doesn't negotiate, he's going to be taken out. And that is a fact. So let's wait for Mnangagwa. Let's see what he says at 10:30 this morning. Now, let me quickly run through some news. And I want to start with Mutuli Ngube. Right, Mutuli Ngube is currently in Washington. So you can see Mutuli Ngube over there. And you see the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe governor, Mshayabanu, over there. You see Elias Mahosi. And you also see that man at the very end, the tallest man, most corrupt person in Zimbabwe over there. And you see the former president of Mozambique, Mdara Chisano. So what has happened is that these guys were supposed to discuss with creditors for debt reduction for Zimbabwe. However, none of the creditors have come. So it was a funny joke. No one wants to talk to Zimbabwe because of the corruption. So it was only the FDB was there and SADC. But none of the people that are supposed to reduce the debt are over there. Because of the human rights record, the United States have pulled out of this whole debt reduction talks. And I don't know how this is going to work. Zimbabwe is in a mess. It's a serious crisis. Zimbabwe is currently paying $2 billion a week in interest. So it's rapidly increasing. It's like this thing will never work. Zimbabwe is going to collapse until a new government comes into place. Mnangagwa has borrowed so much money. And the local debt and foreign debt currently, I believe it's now standing at around $50 billion. That's amazingly crazy. Or it's trababulous. That is what we call trababulous. Mnangagwa ari kuuraya vanhu nenzara. Zvakabroka. Kana tichiti zvakabroka, we mean there is no way of fixing the situation because the debt is so much. And it's like when you borrow money from Edgar's, Truett's. Have you ever seen those guys? Edgar's, Truett's, Ellis, Bank, African Bank, which you borrow a kwese, uno broker. That is what happened to Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa aka broker. He's borrowed money from everywhere and he can't pay back. And no one wants to listen to him because politically, Mnangagwa has what we call political prisoners. Currently in Zimbabwe, we have 104 political prisoners, people that have been arrested without trial. And that is why most of these big international organizations and companies don't want to talk to Mnangagwa. The USA won't talk to him. The EU has pulled out of these discussions. I do not know what the UK guys are doing, going to ZITF, what they're hoping to achieve. Yesterday, I saw the ambassador there of the UK. What I can tell you is that Vanu ZANU, they are charming. So when you meet an official from ZANU and you sit with them, they want to show you a human face. But those guys are not humans. People in ZANU are not humans. They are criminals. So the UK guys yesterday joined the guys from Belarus, which is terrible. I cannot believe that the UK guys went to ZITF yesterday. I was very disappointed about it. What we need is to show Mnangagwa that what he's doing is criminal. So an ambassador cannot sit with the ZANU-PF guys and fail to understand or ask the question, why do you have Blessed Mhlanga in jail without taking him to trial? Why do you have 104 people in jail without taking them to trial? If an ambassador sits there and doesn't ask those questions, then what is the point of being an ambassador in a country? Do you think it will be allowed in America or in the UK to arrest someone and keep them in jail for no reason? And then do you think that would be acceptable to other countries? So in Zimbabwe, it's not acceptable. And Mnangagwa is terribly the worst person ever. I don't have any respect for him because of what he's doing, which is to arrest people and throw them in jail. You remember that last year, I had to travel to Botswana. I traveled to Zambia. I wrote all the presidents of SADC, Ramaphosa, President Samir Salau's son, the president of Zambia, Hakainde Chilema. I wrote all these guys because we had 120 people in jail for over 100 years, for over 100 days. Okay, not 100 years. So I went to SADC. You remember this time? And when I got to Zambia, Mnangagwa's guys went into my room and poisoned my blankets. Do you remember that? I showed you the extreme poisoning that I suffered at Zambia. And these guys are evil. They're criminals. Mnangagwa, do not take them as humans. And it doesn't matter if you're an ambassador or what. When you sit next to them, take your own water. Otherwise, no poison. Because Mnangagwa, aka broker, the only thing he knows is to destroy. He doesn't do anything that makes sense. And young Zimbabweans do not accept this man. He has killed our country. Mnangagwa is the reason why we're in this state. And what we need to do is to create a new system. We need the necessary energy, the people that have got the right direction. With Mnangagwa, we're going nowhere. This man is a mess. Mnangagwa aka broker. So make that an international slogan. Mnangagwa aka broker. Vanavake waka broker. Auxilia aka broker. And Sean aka broker. We can go down the line. All of them waka broker. Right, let's see if there's anything else I want to cover here. There is very interesting stories in the newspaper today. Let's start with the University of Zimbabwe. What a mess of a university. The administration at the University of Zimbabwe, very, very bad. I don't know if this is Mapfumo who caused this, but there's a big story today about the University of Zimbabwe. they've been ordered to pay $320,000 to a former employee, and the former employee is Mugabe. So he's called Vengai Mugabe. The investor of Zimbabwe fired Vengai Mugabe in 2018 after he refused to authorize payments above 20,000 without a bid. So the Supreme Court has yesterday ruled that Mugabe was unfairly dismissed, and this is a confirmation of a labor court ruling. So $320,000. This is amazing. This guy is going to be having a lot of money in his pocket. He's going to be catching and the investor of Zimbabwe. They need to be more serious about such things. Negotiation is better than fighting. This comes after yesterday's ruling in which a member of the Central Intelligence Organization was awarded $132,000 because Mnangagwa's office refused to pay him his salary that is supposed to be paid. They reduced the salary. So amazing judgments that are coming, but this is nothing. I've seen a ruling for $6 million that has been given last year. Shocking rulings, especially when companies don't comply with labor laws. Pakaipa, guys, these companies and the administrators that are destroying the companies, especially these big organizations. Then let's go to President Dumaboko. What an amazing president. President Dumaboko has done an amazing work. So yesterday, President Dumaboko launched a housing project in Gaborone, and this is for 3,000 houses out of the 100,000 houses that is going to be building in Gaborone, low-cost housing. So it's going to be building 100,000 houses across Botswana, and this has never been done. You can see him over here. So go check out his address. He addressed the gathering yesterday. I love President Dumaboko. He's bringing a breath of fresh air to Botswana. Botswana under Masisi became an international embarrassment. The man was trying to introduce Mnangagwa tactics in Botswana, but it failed. I love it. God loves Botswana. They made sure that he's removed. Masisi was such a bad president like never before. And then in South Africa, the Walter Sisulu University residence manager who killed a student during a protest, he shot at students, has appeared in court, and it has emerged that that gun that he used was unlicensed. However, the court has refused to let media broadcast the trial. And the reason is that they are saying because there was a domestic relationship, so they lived in the same house. He was a residence manager and the students were living in that house. Then you cannot broadcast the trial because it's a domestic dispute. So domestic disputes are not allowed to be broadcast. So this has not been broadcast, but the students have done very, very well. They've protested against this man, Manelisi Mampana, who killed a student last week during a protest at night. So there was a protest and it has turned very ugly. The protest is over university rules and also the poor conditions at residences. So what is happening in South Africa is that universities are collapsing under poor management, fraud and waste, and corruption. So that is what is happening in universities, and students are bearing the brunt. The accommodation crisis in universities in South Africa is terrible. So you see students living in accommodations that even some hobos won't live in those accommodations. What a terrible bunch of administrators we have in our state-funded universities. It's a mess. It's a terrible, terrible mess in universities in South Africa. And more is going to come out. You're going to see a lot. And we'll be watching South Africa education, higher education is collapsing. South Africa higher education is producing nothing. Like kids go to school and they get out. They can't find a job. They can't innovate. There are no structures for them to do anything or to become entrepreneurs. I do not even know what education is about now. It's a mess in South Africa. And universities in South Africa, about 20 are state-funded universities. So we have basically about 21 to 22 state-funded universities. And across the board, it's looking like this. Very, very bad. It's a terrible waste of money, especially around the whole country. This particular case has demonstrated what is wrong with higher education in South Africa. It's very, very bad over there. Right, and then let's go to my favorite people. Mini, amazing. Mini has posted Anonzi Wechi Jandukwa TV. What an amazing guy. He always does this tailoring. He copies like one picture. I think he spends a lot of time on this. What an amazing pic. She's appreciated the pic. I think I saw her commenting. What did she say? She said, Maichi Wenga light. Vazvita Zakari. She never disappoints. What a pretty baby. So that is Mini and Wechi Jandukwa TV. I don't know what Wechi Jandukwa is. I've never talked to him. I'm sure I'm going to see him sometime when I'm in Harare. Guys, when you see me in Harare, the country is going to be amazing. The day you see me in Harare, everything is normal. So just wait for that day when you see me in Harare. It will be amazing. It will be a day of celebration. And it's coming very, very soon. And then in other news, Nati O and his girlfriend, Diana Elisha Neera, have parted ways. So Diana and Elisha, sorry, Nati O and Diana, they got together in 2018, I think, or 2017. They've been working together as manager and artist. And I understand that they were also having a personal relationship. I've never listened to any Nati O songs. I don't know why. The only person I listen to is Silent Killer, Ngwere. So Nati O and Diana have parted ways, and he has issued a statement on Facebook where he said they are no longer together. So inini normally what I say to guys, ukaona une baby rako, rawagara naro. Let's say you are with your baby for 10 years, whatever. Don't leave it because you found a new one. That's a poor idea because you don't know where you're going. So let me show you the statement so that you don't think I'm making it up. So ndati kana une baby rako rawagara naro, let's say 10 years, 20 years. Ukaona rimwe baby, don't leave your wife or whatever for that. So we wish to inform the entire music fraternity and stakeholders that Diana Elisha Neera is no longer part of Nati O's management team with immediate effect. So that is, you can go check it out on Nati O's page. I don't know what music Nati O plays. I'm seriously never seen anything by Nati O, but I'll try. Today I'm going to go and look at least one song, Nati O. And then let's go to ZITF. Guys, don't go to ZITF. This thing is a mess. Don't go there. Take your money and buy ice cream. Take your money and do something else. Don't go to ZITF. This is part of Mnangagwa. So we only go to ZITF after Mnangagwa. The exhibitors here, let them exhibit Mnangagwa. There is nothing happening in this economy. So make sure that you demonstrate as part of the shutdown. Do not even step near ZITF. Mnangagwa is using these things for propaganda. Let him have nothing to show or nothing to show for propaganda. Atidi tucha. So Blawa people, atidi tucha, which end up with ZITF. Atidi tucha, which crosser, Lobingula Street. Jese, Jaka Broker. We don't want you to cross. Because Mnangagwa is now saying you love him. When you go to town, Mnangagwa say you love him. He goes out and they laugh at you. They laugh at your suffering. They tell their kids that corruption is good. You love Chivayo. That is what they are saying. And do not be part of it. Do not be Mnangagwa's puppet. Don't be Mnangagwa's puppet. Imagine being Mnangagwa's puppet. What is going to make you do? That man is evil. Muroi. Right, let's look at the comments. Who cares about Nati or yes, maybe one or two people. Mnangagwa is doing well by addressing people at least twice or more a day. Yes, Mnangagwa, please, let's do something tonight. Talk to the people. They love you. After live, Gambakwe Ndukuda Mumve. Yes, Mumve. I've got a special for the guys in South Africa. So let me tell you now. So we have a new center for collection in South Africa. So starting today, you can now collect at Newtown bus stop. That is the bus stop for Zimbabwe at Newtown. Not only that, we're going to be giving away a sample. So you're going to get a sample for free. Starting tomorrow, you get a sample for free. You can go over there and you collect. I'll give you the numbers which you can use to contact the Newtown Center. So if you just go Panukwi Rwama Baze ku Zimbabwe, you're going to see that big banner of me. You see that strong guy, Akasimba, so that's me. You're going to see him, this banner. You go there and you collect. You can also buy there. You can also test over there. I'll let the guys allow you to test. It's amazing. And Utongwe Nema Saladi. Imagine what Jara could drive a Kayaris. Tozo Kuti, Ford Ranger, Ga. So that is what is going to happen over there. Kana ukarora mukadzi uri kutadza kumitisa enda unotsvaga mve. Mnangagwa takamupa mve last week akabva akwanisa kuenda kuGokwe. Gambakwe, where is Chamisa now? Let's look at Chamisa's tweet. I'm going to go to X and look for Chamisa. Guys, we love Chamisa. Chamisa is amazing. Even if Chamisa is not there, he's there. Like, have you ever seen that guy who is not there and then you're all waiting for him to come? That is Chamisa. Chamisa is amazing. Even if he's in Gutu, it's as if he's there. All right. So there's no tweets from Chamisa. Let's look at Chamisa News Channel. What is Chamisa News Channel? You guys know about Chamisa News Channel. You go over here and you press updates and you look at the Chamisa News Channel. Nothing yet. Nyokama Bunu Channel, guys, it's shocking what happened. Nyokama Bunu Channel, they hacked it and they posted some of the most disgusting pictures I've ever seen. There is so much disgusting pictures here. And I know some of you watch these pictures. Stop it, guys. Don't watch such pictures. The witches. That's why I told you, Mnangagwa and these people, they're disgusting. What they posted on Nyokama Bunu Channel after they stole his phone is bad. Very bad. Bad dog. Don't do it, Mnangagwa. Atidi tucha tucha. Why is Chamisa quiet? Don't worry about him. I talk to Chamisa every day. And I talk to Chamisa's people. He is totally fine. There's no problem. And he's going to be part of the new government. Okay. Why is Chevai giving money in cars to Shonas? Is James Marabini Shona? Is Sandra Debele Shona? There are many bad people who are given cars by Wikina, including Dorcas Moyo. Is Dorcas Moyo a Shona? Do you see? Inini adinabasa ne tribalism. Si aisho zakaora. Tribalism. Zaka broker. As Jiki. Yes, Mkomatendai. That is it. As Jiki. Mr. Woods, you watch those videos. That is terrible. Yeah, it's bad person. Stop it, Mr. Woods. Don't watch those stupid videos. The guys on the one Bezanu. Leave that to Auxilia. She likes watching those dirty videos. And then she goes and tells you guys, Vanangu, Musawache my video. Kadaro. She is crazy, Auxilia. The most waste person in Zimbabwe is Auxilia and her kids. Right, I think I've covered almost everything here. Pope Francis is going to be buried on Saturday, and President Trump is traveling over there. That would be amazing. He's also going to the UAE and a number of other places. You can also go and see the speech by J.D. Vance which has just been issued like 3 or 4 hours ago. I watched that. And in any guys, I don't sleep. I am here. I am monitoring everything, the environment throughout. And as you say here, Chamisa and Chiwenga are going to work together. They're going to make a perfect team. And if Chamisa and Chiwenga come together, I'm going to go for the first time. I'm going to go and live in Zimbabwe. I will not go to Mozambique, to Zekruvena, and I won't go to Zambia. I'll go to Zimbabwe, and we'll be communicating from over there. I'll have my big studio in First Street. I promise you guys, we're going to do very, very well. And most of you want to come home. Panetowapana, smart people who are trying to be too clever. Unozwa achiti, this igeza. Iwewe ke, uri kuti this igeza, uchitaura chirungu. What about you? What are you going to do? Mnangagwa has done his bit. You do your bit. All we said is stay home. Uritoona kamunhu kari ku UK kachibuda furo pa Twitter kana kuti pa TikTok. Uri kutaura chi? What are you talking? Mudhara uyu akarwa hondo. Now he's fighting another war against Mnangagwa and Zigananda. And you still ungoti, hey, Mnangagwa, who is behind him? Mnangagwa. Some Zimbabweans are so I don't understand Zimbabweans. You are too clever for nothing. That is the problem. Support Mnangagwa without a question and make sure that we get a new government. Support the change. The change is coming. We need change. And this man has arrived at a moment when everyone needed change the most. People in ZANU, people in civil service, soldiers, police, intelligence, my guys in counterintelligence, they love Mnangagwa. I talk to guys in counterintelligence every day. They say, Gambakwe topinda ere. Mopinda. And when we counterintelligence, I want to promise you, ndichataura naye Chiwenga, okutsvagirai a space mu avenues. Tiri kubhadhara $2,500 minimum salary. Tokupai ma credit card. A spy must have a credit card rine 50,000. Not zvokuenda kumurambinda wakabata mari cash, wopiwa cash. That's nonsense. Kana uri spy, international spy, unofanira kukwanisa kubudisa kana 2,000 kana 3,000 upa munhu. Imagine, because counterintelligence. How can you be counterintelligence? Usina kana send uchirenda. That is very silly. So, improving of the conditions of service of our security structures, our guys in security, military, police, and all our guys, police, teachers, all this civil service. When you work in those sectors, that should be the best job. If you're in America and you work in civil service, it's a job that you know, it's a job for life. And people, when they see you, they give you respect. We want that back. Civil service is going to be the best job ever in Zimbabwe. We want people to leave private sector and the best brains to go to public service. That's what we want. And it's going to happen under Chiwenga. Chiwenga is very smart. Chamisa is very smart. And these guys are going to produce an amazing government. Mnangagwa, you've seen him. Mnangagwa is old, but he's actually young. If you've ever seen Mdara no Ziva, that's Mnangagwa. Wakambona kupi Mdara no pinda pa Facebook. Ogara like this. And start to talk. No paper, nothing. Not dementia. Mnangagwa. Aka Simba. Look at him. If you ever seen Mnangagwa, akabata paper. Where is the paper? There. But he talks for 30 minutes. Amazing. This man is amazing. I love him. So let's get this going, guys. Let's get our shutdown. It's going to go up to the 6th of May when there's an impeachment. Mnangagwa is not going to live without an impeachment. So it's going to happen. We have to wait for the 6th when Parliament opens. And then we're going to do very, very well. All of you in South Africa, you're going to leave and go to Zimbabwe. There's nothing happening in South Africa. The currency is crashing, like parabolically crashing. You want to go to Zimbabwe and live over there. And what we're going to do, we're going to give you land, free land, to pay Mari. Guys, Pakaipa, pakaipa. The new government is amazing. Let me end with the sport. And the league is out, the league PSL log. And you can see what is happening. MWOS at the top, Zimbabwe number 2, Gez Platinum at number 3, and Scotland, Timmy Roy is going down. I love it. I love Timmy Roy going down. And Scott Sapanya is ran away very far. Bushnochwa is ran away, Tagwire is ran away, and the rest of the guys have gone to Mtuli. They've ran away with Mtuli. They're trying to see what happens. They won't come back. They will stay over there. Except for Garwe. Garwe, Arukumama Piritsi. You heard Mdara Geza. Garwe, Arukumama Piritsi. Aka broker, like Matuke. Matuke and Sako. Sako is the craziest person. You'll be talking totally nonsense and you'll be saying with a nice soft voice, Nakomana. I've never seen Nakadaro. Sako, the biggest comedian ever. Right, I want to end it here. Let's see if there's anything new. In fact, I haven't looked at the newspapers. Let's see if the Herald is out. So you saw the newspaper H Metro came out. That is where the story came out of. Yeah, Nati O. You can go check it out over there. Nati O. I've never heard any of your music. If you've got any nice music, send me Nati O. I'm so sorry, I don't know about you. I only know Ngwere. Ngwere is amazing. So inside of the Herald, we're talking about the Pope. So I don't think Mnangagwa is going to go and see the Pope spinning around. Let's see if he's going to go. So that is Mnangagwa here. Zimbabweans ignore, stay away call. Guys, don't be embarrassed by Mnangagwa. Today, I don't want to see this tomorrow. Everybody, stay home. You're going to nothing. And then IMF World Bank urged to back Zimbabwe economic recovery effort. Forget it. Chigananda. Forget it. And then you see that story that I gave you is not there of the meeting with the Russians. So just wait. 10:30, you're going to see these guys over there. And then what else is here? And that is Mshavanu, tight monetary policy and notable success. I don't care about tight monetary policy. It's like Wasagara Harare. Wrote in the net tight monetary policy. Wrote all right. Ndinokuendesa kuKenani. Uchingoti pinde una watosvika kuJericho. No tight monetary policy. RBZ. RBZ is a joke. Nothing happens at RBZ. Rakafanana neBP reku kunonzi kupi nori kuHarare. Pane ka place kuHarare kunomira maBP anombo interviewa nomwe mfana so. No tight monetary policy iyoyo. RBZ. Very untight. Hapana zviri tight. Pa RBZ. Vaka broker. Let's see what else. Chronicle Zimbabwe. What else is in the Chronicle Zimbabwe? Kutambanga mana. My baby Eko Harare. And a tight monetary policy. Then let's go to Chronicle Zimbabwe. Chronicle Zimbabwe. EU makes whirlwind return to ZITF. I do not know what they're saying, but let's look. So, EU seeks deeper economic cooperation in Zimbabwe. First ever EU Zimbabwe Business Forum next month. EU Pavilion, one of the biggest foreign exhibitors. Expanded Team Europe presence at what. So this is garbage. Apana Jiripo. Don't worry about ZITF. Don't go there. It's a joke. And then you see the ambassador of Zimbabwe, Indian ambassador to Zimbabwe, Brahma, Kuma. Guys, Indians will never invest in your country. So the country of India, they are going to come with education. They are going to come with the phones. They are going to come with some screens. That's the only investment you ever see from an Indian company. So forget it. There's nothing happening over there. Then look at Mpana Uyu Charamba. Mpana Charamba, I know you watch here. Look far enough, Singeti. Mpana Charamba. Makanaka Ishe Charamba. And Nakampampe. Wadai Kusimba. Wakaita Makanaka Ishe Charamba. So watch this boy. He's doing well. And what else do we have here? I want to look for Busisa. Busisa Moyo is saying, Blawayo defies stay away. Busisa, waka broker. So, Busisa waka broker. Make sure Busisa are no broker. Guys, we don't want to be embarrassed by these guys. Guys like Busisa, they're smart. They know what's wrong. So, let's make them understand. So, Blawayo people, Harare people, stay away. And this stay away is going on for 14 days. It's going to be the longest and biggest stay away. You're going to see the most things that they've ever seen taking place in our country. And I love it because I'll be here and giving it all up to you, updates every morning and every day until the end of the stay away. Atimire, asijiki, asimesabi, Mnangagwa, takati, otakata, ilanga, libalele. Right, I think I've covered everything. And most of you have been paid. Maria Capera for Easter. But please, buy Mve. If you're in the UK, the special is over. But please, buy Mve so that Tite, what needs to be done. The guys in Bulawa and Harare, the blanket special. The blankets are going to be there by weekend. So it's going to be amazing. And you're going to have a warm blanket. Unopaka na mkazi wako, kana kasmola oskako, kana kuti, unopa mwana wako. It's up to you. So that is coming within the next, by the weekend, I'll be able to let you guys know when the blankets have arrived. I would like to thank all of you for watching. It's been amazing. Let's recap. We said at 10 a.m., 10:30 a.m. today, Mnangagwa is going to make his first public address as he meets the Russian company, Rosa, at State House. So we expect Mnangagwa, if they're going to publicize this, I'm going to give it to you. This is the first presentation by Mnangagwa in public since he went into hiding when Mnangagwa announced the shutdown. So let's hear what Mnangagwa says. This man is under pressure, aka broker, and let's see what happens with Mnangagwa. What is he going to say? Is he going to say, I'm stepping down? Or is he going to say something else? Because Mnangagwa has said Mnangagwa will go without fail. So I'm looking forward to this, and I'm looking forward to an amazing day today. Guys, make us proud. Stay at home. Do not go into town. Right. I think I covered everything. What is Job Scala saying? Job Scala is saying a lot these days. And also, you saw the attack on the house of, what's his name? The Matsbabawi Shantuko. There was an attack at his home, and his child was burnt during the attack. So WhatsApp me on this number. I'll give you Matsbabawi Shantuko's number, and you can help him. His children need to go to hospital. They were petrol bombed 2 nights ago by ZANU, Mnangagwa, Jigananda. So, Job Scala, National Democratic Working Group, what is he saying? I bet the majority of today's supporters would have defended colonial rule. That is in Bofana, Tendai Ruben. Come on, Tendai. Guys are good. Guys love change. So go check it out in the National Democratic Working Group. I don't know what they do, but they do a lot. They talk a lot. So, but I've never seen them. So let's see what happens. Tendai BT, my favorite person. I love Tendai BT. Unfortunately, Tendai BT anondichka. Ndochki saumana. Tendai BT anondichka. Kana ndikafona Tendai BT anochka. Let's see if he said anything today. Okay, nothing today. So Tendai BT didn't say anything. And I'll give you guys updates as we go. What is Mahere saying? I haven't seen Fadzai Mahere. Is she okay? Is Fadzai Mahere okay? Advocate Fadzai Mahere. Did you go through that lawsuit against Joshua? How did it go? So check it out. Fadzai Mahere hasn't posted for quite a while. She did post. Good morning, 5 a.m. club. Never go back to a situation yet to pray yourself out of. Never go back to what broke you. Never go back. So that is Fadzai Mahere. I haven't seen Fadzai Mahere speaking for a long time. Like, I've seen it typing and tweeting, but I haven't seen it talking. That's shocking, because normally Fadzai Mahere loves to talk. She's like me. Like, it's me and Oppo. Like, what the people that like to talk a lot. Like, if you give Oppo a mic, he's gonna grab it and then he's gonna talk. If you give Fadzai a mic, she's gonna grab it and she's gonna talk into that mic. So it's said that I haven't seen it talking. I've seen it doing a lot of typing. And there was a guy in the Kudamsa Siwa. He used to talk a lot, like every morning you talk and talk and talk. But he stopped talking after they beat the heck out of him in Harare. And he used to be a member of ZANU at that time. So they beat him so bad when he was supporting change in this flag. So this is Fadzai Mahere's tweet. You can go check it out. It's on Facebook. And she's amazing. So these are the people that will follow. And I hope that today we have a much better day. We have a better protest and people stay at home. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I'll see you again a little bit later. And a good day to you all.